Hi everyone, welcome to the Day 4 product update on the road to SyncUL. In the product update videos, we talk about the features of SyncUL from the customer's perspective, how we're trying to build this, what we need to launch for the MVP. And in today's update, I want to share with you what we've been working on for the customer admin interface. So customers of SyncUL are going to have to be able to configure their accounts, set up the APIs, set up the databases that they want those APIs synchronized to. And we've been trying to iterate over the design of that interface and figure out what we want to build. One of the strategies that we use in software development is called interface-driven design. And literally, you build the interface first, and that interface actually helps dictate what features are going to be built for the customers. The second you start putting an interface to paper, you start to see all sorts of interesting things that you didn't think of before. New terminology, new features that the product's going to need. And so we use that strategy quite effectively. So today I want to show you our first take on the customer admin interface of SyncUL. And we've taken inspiration from a company called DigitalOcean, which is a vendor that we use. They host all of our servers. And what we really love about them is the simplicity and the developer focus that they bring to their product. And that's really inspired us to have the same simplicity and the same developer focus. So we've tried to make our administration panel very clutter-free, very few menu items, and get the user straight to what they need to be working on. So here's the home page of SyncUL. And the first thing that it shows is simply your connectors. And connectors in SyncUL are you take an API and you connect it with a database. And so you can have an API at GitHub, at Zoho, at Salesforce, and connect it with your MySQL, your SQL Server, or any supported database. And we just want to show that straight up from the front and make it really easy and very fast for you to connect new APIs and new apps, which is with the Connect App button here. So we're thinking you click that, and it's going to take you to our app browser. And here, a very simple interface. You can search for the app you want. We're kind of following kind of an app store model, even though the APIs are things that we put in here and support. And so you can search for what you're looking for. When you find what you want, you click on that particular API, and it'll bring up some details. Who it is, what tables and entities they support, the transactions that they can support, and then you can connect that API by clicking on Connect. So once a user's installed the API, which is a pretty simple process, then the other major screen that we have is the status, right? So in addition to actually configuring your connectors, you need to see what's happening. What's going on? Are there any issues? Have you reached some transaction limit on the API that you're using, whatever it is? And so on our status page, we show a little bit more detail than on the home page of the actual API, the entity that's being synchronized, the status, is it running, is it complete, the time of the last synchronization, the time of the next synchronization. And so here you can kind of introspect and go into some other views for what might be happening with your different APIs if you need to make any corrections. So this is where we're at right now, and we haven't gotten into any user management or other types of screens. We've just been playing around with these workflows and seeing if they work for us. And so what we want to do next is, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have to actually build this interface, getting ready for launch. So we'd really love your feedback. If anything in here doesn't make sense, if you have any great ideas, we'd love to hear that. One of the nice things about actually building a product like this in this way is we can figure this out early without committing to a lot of developer resources going down the wrong path. So we're really excited to hear what you think. Please let us know in the comments, and we'll see you on the next product update.